Cool.
Holler, it's Friday. Freak storm hailing down on you.
Mm.
You ready for the weekend? Freakend?
Freak storm comes.
Freak storm comes.
Yeah.
Let's get shripped.
Yeah.
Cass's new word.
Man, I'm fucking tripped right now,
Yeah.
man. It's Friday. I'm toasted. Let's get fucking toasty.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to share a lighter.
Which Sean's upset about.
We're going to
No, I
share
saw
a
another
lighter.
one.
No, I saw another one. Friday, we did it. Looks like we made it.
Looks like we made it.
Thank the goddesses.
Yeah. Great fucking week.
Uh-huh.
Legendary week. Filled with abundance.
My favorite church of chill.
Oh, my God.
Amazing K-holes.
Oh, my God.
Amazing pony rides.
Magical, life-altering sexual situations. Not to be crude, but, you know.
It's kind of crude.
It's too much.
And this is happening, in the great words of Gail.
This is happening.
And this is happening.
Shout out to Gail.
Yeah, shout out to Gail, host of Space Camp.
Well, we hope you got there this week. Whatever it is you needed to get yourself there, that you got there. Where you wanted to be in this moment, you know?
Yeah.
You got to enter the eternal now. And if you didn't, you can right now.
Yeah. Full release.
Full release. Fully release it.
One of my favorite astrologers called the Pisces time goldfish yoga, which is so spot on and perfect. Because, I think right now I'm in an energy where like I can't remember what happened a few seconds ago. It feels like very much the mental escape, but there's so much that can be done in the present. And I do feel like there's a lot of presence right now.
Yeah. That's the gift of that 12th house.
Yeah.
The end of the cycle.
Yes.
The completion, the dissolution.
Yes.
Yeah, we were talking about the number 9 last night. Like Cass was saying, 9 is her favorite number, and 9 rules her world and everything. And I was like, what does that mean? And you were talking about how like 9's right before you finish, right? It's right before completion. Thank you. And Friday feels 10.
Yeah, Friday's that Pisces Venus energy. I don't know. I'm bringing Pisces into it right now because I know we're in that Pisces cycle, so everything's Pisces to me.
Yeah. No, the 9. It does feel very much like the 12th because there is that completion aspect of it. And I don't necessarily feel burdened, although I do feel very 9 of Wands most of my life. You know, I like to sit in that vibe.
Yeah.
You got all your tracks behind you and you're just like, what do I do with them?
Yeah, totally.
And my head hurts. And
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
It's very much
You're a
my
little
card.
bruised up.
Yeah.
You're using one of the wands to kind of hold you up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah. And so I feel like after this Virgo full moon that was very serious and very like, okay, like what the fuck are you going to do about your body and your life to actually get what you want? We have this like almost feels like a final lap around with like what ends are loose still that you want to tie up before this, you know, hey, I'm here in Aries season that your ego and your identity is going to do. You want to be prepared for that, you know. You want to go, we're about to be on land. We're in water right now, but very much. I feel that gearing up energy. I know I've already said that this week.
Well, wait. Aries is a fire, though, so aren't we about to, like, burn it up?
Absolutely.
So we're like, now you're
Hoops
coming.
on the cliff.
It's the beginning. So it's like you want to take care of stuff, but you also want to be like, fuck it, I'll save it for Aries.
No, for real. No, definitely. That's what I'm trying to say. Like this dissolution of ego and the unconscious, like there's a lot of beautiful work that can be done, but I don't think it's the stereotypical work that we think about. It's not like linear time delineations. It's, poetry and flow and music. And
it's opening up those channels.
Totally. It's opening up those channels.
Doing more drugs.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. It's your death again before you are reborn in this first house.
It's so funny because
energy.
all the high holidays are in, well, not all. There's a couple high holidays in April, you know, Bicycle Day and 420 and everything.
Yeah.
But I think Pisces is really the time to go far.
I love like Mare, since she knows the cosmic weather. She like knows when it's, and I really trust her. She's like, it's drug time. It's drug season. you know. That's what we're going to be doing. And then from the 15th to the
always drug
25th,
season.
it's always drug season.
We're all too trusting.
I just want to be told what I want to hear. Yeah. It's drug season. Yes, thank you.
Oh, fuck yeah, it's on. It's on. but like you already know, you're like, these 10 days are going to be good for me to record.
Yeah.
And, you know, you set aside that time, and, you know, you won't do certain drugs leading up to them because, you know, it's going to take away from your instrument. And I really respect that.
I'm very serious about my fun.
Yeah.
It's the only thing really to be serious about.
Yeah.
You know? And sometimes you can be like a little protective of it to the point where you're like, whoa, I'm trying to build a chill life and you're standing in the way of that. And then it's like, I'm not chill, or like you stand in the way of your own chill more than anything, you know?
Oh, I find myself doing it all the time. I'm like trying to put Cass in her place. I'm like, we're supposed to be fucking chill. You're not being chill because you're doing this. And then I'm like, listen to yourself, you fucking jackass. Listen to yourself.
Yelling about being chill.
Yelling about being chill. Like, what the fuck?
I used to all the time. That was a Mare signature growing up, yelling about not being upset. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
Don't be upset like that.
I'm not upset.
I'm not upset.
Yeah.
That's what's good about having other people, because they're like, listen to yourself.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you listen to yourself, fucking asshole. Now, sometimes you just devolve into like the childhood version of yourself, and that's okay. You gotta leave space for that little fucker.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's totally fine. I think we're always devolving into the fucking childhood versions of ourselves, if you ask me. It's happening all the goddamn time. I'm doing it right now. Look at me.
Yeah, I think we're good about embracing that archetype between the three of us, or we become good. Mm-hmm. I'm becoming better, that's for sure. A lot has changed over the past year. Yeah.
I think we both grew up in households where yelling, like the stimulation, just even of raised voices. I don't think Cass was ever exposed to that. So like she'll raise her voice sometimes, like willy-nilly, not even thinking about like, yo, you're bringing me back into like the fucking nightmare of my childhood right now. This is how it was.
We were talking about that on Tuesday. Those traumas that are in ourselves, and you can't even intellectually think that someone yelling brings you there, but it does. Sometimes Sean will say like Cass, like kind of like intensely, and it reminds me of my dad like calling me from like whatever room in the house he was. He's like, Cass, and I'm like, I feel like I'm in trouble. And I'm like, all of a sudden like Sean's my dad and he's yelling my name, and it's like being yelled my name doesn't exactly elicit, like, my dad's great, love him, but you know, usually he wants me to do something, and I'm like, you know, you're a kid, you don't want to do anything.
Yeah. See, I never yelled back. So, like, my stance when yelling starts happening, that's why I beg you not to go there, because I'm like, I'm going to completely shut down. I'm not going to be able to fucking do any of this stuff if voices get raised. It's like, it's too triggering for me. So, yeah. Like, for you, you've told me, didn't somebody tell you something about what that did to you, and that you, like, now you crave that?
Yeah, well, talking about patterns and how we take different things from different scenarios, like, yeah, there are a lot of similarities, I think, maybe in the scape of what we experienced, but we definitely like took it completely opposite ways because, yeah, I feel almost addicted to the overstimulation.
Yeah,
and
you lean into it.
Yeah, and I definitely had that in a lot of my earlier, more serious relationships. Like, you don't care about me if you're not yelling back kind of shit, you know, like that level of intensity was what I experienced love as. Like, I experienced love as aggression, and so when I didn't get it, it was like what even is this?
Well, lucky you met us. Super aggressive lovers.
So aggressive.
I think we are aggressive in some ways, not in the ways people would think, but definitely we weren't letting Mare out of our life. I know that.
That sounds creepy as hell.
It's not creepy, but it's a level of seduction. It's like, let's get our shit together. Like, there's a muse just took form in our life. She swept into our apartment. Don't fuck it up, man. This girl lives 10 minutes away. She is a goddess. Like, let's figure out how to keep her around. Let's figure out how to keep her into our life. You know?
The art. This is perfect for Venus's day. The art of seduction.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
And the seduction of art.
And the seduction of art.
Yeah.
What does language even mean anymore?
I mean,
nothing really. We're just talking shit. If you didn't get that already.
Yeah. Oh, we're always just talking shit. Thanks for sticking with us talking shit all week.
Totally.
I love it.
Here's the unmasking. We don't know what the fuck we're talking about.
My big epiphany thought last night was, have the thought not to think. No, release go of the thought of not thinking. I was just like dancing in the form of thoughts and thinking, and not thinking, but just there was something about like acknowledging thoughts that allowed me to like release them. I was like, wow, look at all my thoughts like flying away from me.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, I have thought. I coexist with thought. I can accept the thought and look at them go.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, instead of seeing them coming towards me, I'm seeing them depart. I'm like, oh, goodbye.
That's cool. It's a cool way to look at it.
Yeah, or they just get tamped a little bit. We do that in meditation with the mantra. Like we're almost like bullying the thoughts. There's a lot of ways to meditate, but the TM meditation we use is like you just have a word you're saying over and over again.
Yeah, try to be stronger than this.
Yeah, exactly. And the thoughts the thoughts take over 95% of my meditations.
That's why.
And I'm like, am I even meditating? But then you click into it and you catch the mantra like a wave. And you're like, holy shit. And the second you go, oh, look at me, you're back out of it again. It's crazy.
The best thoughts that I do have when I'm meditating are, this feels so good, and all that. It's like it becomes like a mantra of like, oh, this feels so good.
Yeah.
So good, and I always leave those the most happy.
You're so sweet.
Feeling good. You want to feel good on Friday is what's going on.
Yeah, let's figure out what animal to honor. Should we pull an animal card?
We should. But talking about, that's definitely part of the theme of this week, like letting yourself feel good with the things that let you feel good instead of keeping them at arm's length. Being scared about what that means about you.
That's why you got to do more drugs.
Because what you want one's you. That's a stupid quote I'm going to say all the fucking time because it's true. Quit fighting it. Quit demonizing your desires. Quit hating on your ego before Aries season. It's about to pop out.
Yeah.
It's a helpful motherfucker. It's getting you places. It's doing you things. It's living out your karmic stories.
Right on.
Let it run.
Mare spitting that fire. That fucking Friday fire. Bringing out that fucking flamethrower. We talked about that last Friday. Mare's like, I got a fucking flamethrower. I was like, I know you do. This way you look good right here in the middle with all these flames around you.
Burn it down, baby.
You look like you caused this. Wait, did you start this fucking fire? God damn it.
Most definitely I did. I love this because I have this tattoo on my right hand. It's the electric eel spirit.
Ooh.
Bring your ideas to life.
Damn.
In those depths, murky waters, vast Salt Lake Ocean at the bottom of the fucking sea.
That electric eel. That's the scary one. That's the one you see fucking swimming around you while you're out there and you say, get me out of here.
It's like one of those things where it's like the best feeling. Like the idea of an eel like slithering by your legs, you're like, oh, that's nice, but it's really actually very scary.
Yeah, they're interesting creatures. Talking about being in the dark, seeing in the dark.
Why'd you get an eel? Of all the things.
Right.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like, I haven't ever been somebody that felt like I needed to defend my tattoos with like long conceptual stories tied to traumas. So it's more like things come to me and I get inspired, and then later in your life they click in as like weird syncs about who you are. And yeah, it's something about the depths.
Yeah.
It's something about the depths.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the snake of the sea. Slithering this way and that.
Electric eel. Like what?
Yeah.
It's like the power of Zeus down there. I don't know what's going on, but I'm into it.
And water is like one of those things that you're like, this could be dangerous.
Absolutely. It is dangerous.
Toaster in the bath, it's not a good idea.
It could be dangerous.
It's almost like fire existing in water.
Yeah.
Doing a lot of damage, but fire outside of water also does a lot of damage.
Yeah.
you
Electricity.
Whew,
yeah, is it electricity that lights up the jellyfish that are in the deep? Do we know that?
Oh.
Or is that like reflective bacteria or something?
I don't know.
One of our listeners probably knows.
Yeah, somebody tell us what the jellyfish are all about.
I always pictured them like having a light bulb inside of them, Edison got in there and was like...
And I'm stating the obvious, but if you're somebody that does drugs and hasn't put on Blue Planet with music...
Oh, yeah.
You're missing out.
Oh, yeah, totally.
On a really big experience in life.
Yeah. We should put on Black Sabbath Volume 4 and watch fucking Blue Planet.
That's what we're doing tonight.
Yeah, totally.
That into the deep blue sea section.
That's the deep one, for sure.
Yeah, where they the sharks are ripping up the whales and...
Well, speaking of Salt Lakes, I was just reminded of that episode of The Deep where the snake, there's a salt lake at the bottom of the ocean and snakes like to go, and I think it's because it like gets them high, but it also gets them to like paralyze. And so there's just a graveyard of snake bones above this salt lake at the bottom of the ocean, and they film this one snake that gets away, like it goes through this whole like seizing moment, but is able to fight it off with its musculature and swim out. But it's like, why are they drawn to the salt lake at the bottom of the ocean if it kills them?
What?
It gets them high?
I mean, I'm like, I don't know why they're drawn there. I'm assuming that there's something about that mineral that makes them feel, I don't know.
Don't you think they might want to visit
good.
their dead brothers and sisters?
That's an interesting sentiment.
It's kind
about
of
grieving in snakes. I'm into it.
It's the oceanic version of staring at the sun. You know, it's tempting, but it could fucking really fuck you up.
Yeah.
Just going towards that fucking chemical pool within a pool.
Yeah. Snakes, salt. It reminds me of Delphi. I've already talked about that with the oracle.
No, I don't know. I don't think so. Chirp it up. Chirp up Delphi.
Yeah.
The legends of Delphi, the women that spoke, the priestesses that spoke the oracles. Oh, yeah. Right? Of Apollo who killed the snake and of Gaia, and the fumes of the flesh of decaying snake of Gaia that were coming through the cracks of the earth. These priestesses inhaled, and they were able to see the prophecies of the future. It just reminded me of that because of snake, and I don't know why. But
the artwork of that is some of my favorite shit
yeah,
you've shown
Michelangelo on the Sistine Chapel has the different oracles too. And Sybil were the priestesses, I think, that wrote it down. They didn't orate them, but they wrote them down. And they were in caves, I think, the women that wrote them down. Anyways.
Whoa. And they were huffing that good gas.
Wow.
Wow. Bringing back fucking remnants.
Tryptophan. I don't know what they think it is, but
wow.
Something that was spewing from the earth.
We got to throw that picture up.
Yeah.
That's too good.
Yeah, there's a bunch of paintings that I love.
We need to get a hold of that gas, whatever it is. We need to do our research
Absolutely.
and figure out what the fuck ever they were huffing.
It's kind of like foresting for mushrooms. Like, you don't want to go near the wrong gas. Like, if you just see gas coming out of the earth, don't smell it. Like, don't eat whatever mushroom. You know what I mean? Because you don't know that it's that good gas.
Yeah, there was probably a lot of trial and error with people fucking huffing weird substances just coming out of the earth before they stumbled on that.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking good shit, man.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Look at Mowgli coming in for a Friday appearance late in the week.
Squish monster.
Yeah. Fucking wild thing. I
love him. He brings me there.
Yeah.
Reminds me what's important. I've
never bonded with a dog before in my life.
It's like a vital life experience, like doing psychedelics.
Yeah, I think it could. I think it could be used as a preventative measure from wanting to procreate. You know, save this planet a little bit from another fucking American consumer and just have a sweet puppy.
Bond with that dog.
Yeah, totally.
The doggy.
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking rip this bomb.
Rip it, get stripped.
Yeah.
I mean, we're deep in this bitch. We're almost 20 minutes.
Oh, shit. We're too deep in this.
Yeah, we got real high.
All right.
I got real high. I should speak for myself.
No, I'm fucking toasted right now. Yeah, it's Get Shripped Friday. Have a good freakend. We're the Trinity Infinity. We love you.
We love you.
We love you.
We definitely love you. Definitely love you. Appreciate you big time. Keep doing what you do.
See you soon.